You know, I was thinking of doing the Penguins, woo, that's what I've been waiting for, that's what it's all about thing to open up this video, but I can't do that. We're heading in with the 6th video of today because Montreal has traded away Carey Price. And I'm saying that trying to keep it together because this guy has been such an amazing Montreal Canadien. He's been a legend for so long, one of the best goaltenders of his era. Admittedly, it's kind of weird because it's like, where does Carey Price rank on the list of all-time great Canadiens goaltenders? You can debate he's not even top 3. But alas, in regards to his own era amongst the NHL goaltenders, he was one of the best. Number 1 for a good stretch of time. And now, he's a San Jose Shark. The Montreal Canadiens have acquired defenseman Gannon Laroque from the San Jose Sharks in exchange for Carey Price and a 5th-round pick in 2026. And so right away, what I noticed upon looking at the tweet, looking at the press release, seeing everything go down, it's the fact that Carey Price got sent over to San Jose without a 2nd-round pick as the sweetener, and without any salary retained. Now, the salary retained, that's not surprising. Like, that's the entire reason the guy got traded. San Jose's taking on the full $10.5 million AAV contract here that Carey Price has been infamously attached to for the past few years. But let's go out there and take a look at the press release because the Canadiens are actually getting, I don't want to say it's like most amazing value coming back, but it's something. Gannon Laroque is an interesting player, 22 years old, a young guy, 6'2", 201, right-handed defenseman drafted by San Jose, 103rd overall in the 2021 draft. 4th-round pick all the way back then. He's a defenseman that was recently playing in the San Jose Barracuda, where in 24-25, he played 0 games and had 0 points. The year before that, he had 9 games in the ECHL with 2 points, and 9 games in the AHL with 2 points. Then the year before that, in the Victoria Royals system as the captain, he had 4 games and 5 points. I mean, this guy, if you think about it, the past 3 seasons, the guy has only played 22 hockey games, which is really not good. And I'm starting to wonder, how in the hell did this guy get a contract? I mean, it was very apparent that it was good when he played in the Victoria Royals system. He exploded in 21-22, 52 points in 63 games. And also, it's like you don't get the captaincy for a WHL team without providing some value, even though he only played 4 games on the matter. So George Laroque. Gosh, I said G. Laroque, George Laroque. No, I gotta... there you go. Slap myself in the face for that one. Gannon Laroque is a decent, interesting name. He's got some value if you think about him not being injured. But that's the thing. It's one injured guy for another. And honestly, if I'm Gannon Laroque, I'm ecstatic. Not just because he's going over to a brand new team, a new opportunity, whatever. Going from San Jose to Montreal seems like a pretty big deal, but because this guy can always say till the end of time that he was traded for Carey Price. That's a flex if I've ever seen a flex, and it's one that he's literally the only human being on the planet that can say that. Unless, was Carey Price ever traded in the WHL or something? I'm not really too sure. Okay, we're just gonna pretend that he wasn't. But if we go over to the article, let's dive into it and read what the Montreal Canadiens website says about Carey Price. Montreal Canadiens GM Kent Hughes announced on Friday that the team has acquired defenseman Gannon Laroque from the Sharks in exchange for Price and a 5th. So, of course, the sweetener is just a 5th. It's not a 2nd like we were led to believing earlier. Laroque, a 22-year-old right-handed blue liner, played 9 games in 23-24 with the AHL San Jose Barracuda, registering 2 points. The Edmonton, Alberta native also took part in 9 games in the ECHL with the Wichita Thunder. Laroque was selected in the 4th round by the Sharks in 2021. Now this is where things get crazy. Carey Price featured in 712 NHL games during his career with the Canadiens, posting a 361, 261, and 79 record, a .917 save percentage, a .251 goals against, and 49 shutouts. The Anaheim Lake, BC native owns the franchise records for most games played by a goaltender and the most wins in Canadiens history. Okay, is he one of the top 3 Canadiens goaltenders of all time? You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. There are a bunch of good ones that can challenge Carey Price. But with 361 wins and 721 games played, he ranks 23rd and 29th respectively in NHL history. I guess longevity does play into it when you think about the GOAT conversation. Price was awarded the Vezina, Jennings, Lindsay, and Hart Memorial trophies in 2014-15, after completing the season with a 44-16-6 record, a .196 goals against, and a .933 save percentage. In addition, the 38-year-old netminder was awarded the Bill Masterton Trophy in 21-22. On the international stage, Price earned gold medals with Team Canada at the 2007 World Junior Championship, the 2014 Olympic Games, and the 2016 World Cup. Is that what they called it? Gold medals at the World Cup? Anyways, the goaltender who was selected in the first round, 5th overall by the Canadiens in 2005, also won the Calder Cup with the Hamilton Bulldogs in 2007. And so now, it's all official here. Carey Price is a San Jose Shark, and he will remain a San Jose Shark until the end of this upcoming year, where that $10.5 million AAV salary comes off of the books. The fact that the sweetener wasn't a second-round pick and it's only a 5th, plus the Canadiens are getting a guy that was pretty much like 5th-round pick territory anyways. I mean, I know Laroque was drafted 4th round, but you think about all the injuries he has had, the time off he has had, then it's like, okay, maybe this guy, if he's worth a flyer in any respect, he's like a 5th-round guy. So the Habs essentially come away with a pretty reasonable deal. And for the San Jose Sharks, this is fantastic because now you think about this squad, $10.5 million is going to be able to be placed on the LTIR. And if San Jose, who currently have $9.2 million in salary cap space, want to go out there and trade away some of their very expensive and plentiful UFAs to be, there is a lot of room for them to stay over the salary cap floor of $70.60 million. They are $16 million over the floor. So Carey Price really put them in a good spot here. They've got $16 million worth of money to burn in terms of players on this roster, so who knows who gets traded and who sticks around. I mean, everybody's talking about Mario Ferraro. You can discuss some older guys like Leddy and Klingberg. Carey Price here, $10.5 million. They don't even need to put him on the LTIR. They can just have him there, and it's going to be fine. So ultimately, the same conversations that we had had about Carey Price and San Jose bring themselves up one more time, except now we know the trade return and the price itself. The price was right in Montreal for the past 20 years, folks, and I'm kind of feeling a little senti here, seeing him get traded and take his talents over to another team. Although, of course, this is never going to happen. We're never going to see this. Be our open eyes just going out there and trolling the masses by putting a graphic together of Carey Price on the Sharks. Obviously, we know he's never going to play a hockey game again. Obviously, we know he's a Canadian for life. He might need to sign a one-day contract or something just to get things right in the record books. But for now, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below about Carey Price officially traded over to San Jose. Price and a 5th for Gannon Laroque. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.